What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the weekly plug-in. We just got done with a great FNW. We had some fantastic matches.
Fantastic matches. Some great matches all around.
Good ones.
Our
great ones even. Goats.
Yeah, our underground
no sea shanty
match is shaping up to be pretty good.
Hey, Surprise is here.
Surprise! What's up, my dude?
He was in my. He was. I was. He was.
Oh, that's cool.
He's an insomniac like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Actually, I've kind of lost some of that since I've started working.
He's an insomniac like me.
When I'm not working, I'm a real bad insomniac. But
I see
my
sleep schedule is weird though. Like my natural sleep schedule, I can stay up till about 4 before I get tired, and then I sleep till about 10 or 11.
Oh, really?
But
see, I have a hard time even now. Even though now that I go to bed a lot earlier, I still during the day, I guess from about 1:45 to about 3:20, I start getting sleepy. And then if I can make it past that, then I'm usually okay. But that little time frame, those little couple hours there,
are we doing a sea? Are we doing a sea shanty?
Sea shanty?
There once was a boat, but bully up, yeah. I don't know the words.
With 3D bags.
Soon may the weatherman come to bring me sugar and tea and rum.
I was just one of those people who could just make up lyrics like
off on the fly.
On the fly,
like a rapper, a freestyler.
Yeah, like Wayne Brady. That dude could just make a song
like
out of nowhere.
Little Dicky.
Yeah. But well, welcome everybody. Appreciate you.
Hey everybody,
hanging out with us. It's Saturday night version of
well, I don't care.
So we usually try to do it on Thursdays because this is Thursty Thursday and FNW Thursday Night.
Better.
But sometimes because of our scheduling, we got to do it on another night. So
sometimes because of my scheduling, I
try not to play Splane, but
I'm playing some Blame. Sid, you fucking suck.
Fuck you, Drew. Hey, at least I have a job.
Yeah, I still make money.
Shoot. But
I have a job.
I make more than my wife does.
You come work with me?
No, I'm not doing that.
What?
On Twitch, we also have a YouTube channel at youtube.com/FN Gaming. You can catch this show. You can catch our FNW Thursday Nights. You can catch some gameplay. It's mostly Jakey right now. We got some other stuff on there. Some other content on there.
You're fixing to get banned, so Bryce, if you don't shut up.
And then,
don't forget.
Content. We put content up there all the time.
Don't forget.
If you're also watching this on YouTube, we also have a Twitch channel at twitch.tv/FN Gaming. You can come join us live.
Every Thursday.
Some people that come in.
I was going to buy a shirt
on Thursdays.
I forgot.
Whenever we're live, you can come join in the conversation and talk with us. We always like it when people hang out with us. Also, we have a merch store.
Match store.
FNGamingStore.com.
The one time it's already set up and it doesn't work.
Not prepared, and then it flops.
I was prepared.
Yeah, no,
that was the thing.
One time,
I even had it set up. I tested it earlier.
So we got all kinds of goodies on there. If you just like our logo, or if you want to support the channel, and
you want a $50 hoodie?
You want a bunch of code? Green.
They're not all $50.
I mean, that one is.
So this one is just black, but we have other colors and.
I don't know what happened. Like a lot of these.
Some of our stuff.
And it's out of stock.
And it's out of stock?
Oh, maybe it was the large.
What size of the shirt? How do they fit?
From small to XXL. I don't know how they
fit.
We got phone cases. We got totes. We got fanny packs. We got leggings. Coffee mugs.
You can't say that on you can't say that.
What, leggings?
You can't say that word.
Leggings?
Are they not leggings?
Oh, you're saying leggings.
What do you think?
I'm not even sure.
What?
Leggings are pretty badass though.
Fanny packs. If you want to, fanny packs. I mean, they're practical. They're useful.
I'm still thinking about getting one.
All kinds of cool stuff. If you like our logo, you want to support the channel, you can do that. We got a cool
scared the shit out of me.
Stuff.
Something breaking into the house.
Stuff. Hopefully, we'll have some more stuff eventually. Get different colors. We got different color shirts. Depending on what you click on. Some of the stuff is black and white. Some of it's a lot of different color. Whatever you want.
What's that? Yeah, I need to go back through here and set up the prices a little better.
Yeah, I do that.
Lights.
I want.
It looks like
there's.
We need to make a shirt that just has the F sign.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't even need to get in the shirt making business.
Well, when you buy all the equipment to do it, I'll join you.
Actually, it's not that expensive. I think for like $250, you can get like a starter kit.
Really?
Uh huh.
I've got. I'm not measuring.
I remember when I was looking into it a lot.
Yeah,
For a little while.
We need to sit down and go through this eventually.
I think it'd be cool if we actually like made our own.
I don't want to be
For our
behind that, if
slogan.
I'm being totally honest.
You know what?
What? What are y'all talking about? I'm sorry. I'm trying to order a shirt.
I don't want to be behind
Making our merch.
making our own merch.
Why?
Oh,
That's way too much of a headache that I want to deal with.
I can get
Next
Savannah to
revenue.
do it. Savannah's got a cricket.
What does that even mean?
A cricket.
What does that mean?
It's a fucking vinyl cutter.
Why is it opening up there?
Cause
yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Put your own slogans and logos on the
yeah, I
sayings
thought
on
we were
it.
gonna do that. Like, so here's the thing.
Yeah, that
Or I fucking hate you guys.
yeah,
Or belch.
belch or
I hate the both of you.
or what was it?
What was the other one?
There's one that we use all the time that we're gonna put on there. No nips on Twitch.
Yeah, no,
No
nips
nips
on
on
Twitch.
But
Have the
there's one more too. There's one more that we
Oh,
use all the
dude.
time.
This is the last day that I can use the flag for the month
Oh, yeah.
of July.
Oh yeah, this is it. They put that up there for the 4th, and we just leave it up there because we're
It looks pretty cool too.
It is cool looking. And we do
Celebrating America.
We love our country.
all right.
The flag.
Should I go large?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I got a sticker. I still got to put them on the truck.
I'm not.
That's the only thing too. Like I don't know about putting something that I can make out my truck because it's like when I used to work for the church, and they would give us we could get stickers to put on our thing, on our truck and on glass and stuff. And I was like, I don't think I want to do that because I don't want to, make me mad. And I flip them off, and they're like, oh, they're from that church. I know where to find you.
Yeah. Don't do.
I'll do that.
My Google.
I mean,
My Google is stupid.
I don't know if it's that kind of bullshit.
We're not putting that on there. So yeah. Anyways, we got some merch. You can come hang out with us and
I
come
was
talk with
looking
us.
up earlier.
It would be
Alright,
cool talking.
y'all ready to get started on this?
Yeah.
I'll start
Ready to
this
get
one.
started?
All right, so we're gonna kick this shindig off. So a couple months ago, we talked about this when it was first announced. Now some more information has come out. The Hot Wheels Unleashed game.
I don't remember any of that, if I'm being totally honest. None of that.
So it's gonna be released in about a month. But some information, and I can't wait for this game. I don't really play. I'm not a huge racing fan. I don't play a lot of racing games. Not something that I'm like, ooh, racing game. But this one actually looks pretty cool. Like I think the only two franchise racing games I've ever really gotten into was MotorStorm for the PS3. Like it was like a launch for the PS3. There's another one that came out, and the Crew 2, and those games are pretty cool. Other than that, I've played other racing games, but I've never really like, ooh, this game's awesome. Except for really those two. And I stopped playing the MotorStorm because they stopped making them. I don't really play those that much, and I stopped playing Crew 2 because I got tired of playing the old Ubisoft game, which is try to log into your account because you can't.
Yeah.
And then the
Just
sequel
like I do, and
is
have
you
the
get
same
kicked out
password
of your
for
account and have to try to relog back on because it happens all the time. It's the reason why I don't play Steep anymore. I spend most of my time trying to get on my damn
Why don't you have it all
server
written down?
and go on the server, huh?
Why don't you have it all written down?
And no, it's not that. It won't get into the server.
So
So to connect to the server.
Don't
and
play
it's like,
online.
You can't. You have to. You have to play it online.
What?
Steep and Crew 2.
Fuck
have
you,
to be
Ubisoft.
online, you can't play. And then you can't get them like, most of the time you spend that little buffer. And it says, oh, can't connect, try again. So you try again, and you sit there for 3-4 minutes. And then finally you do connect, and you play for about 30 minutes. And it kicks you off, and you gotta do it all over. So anyways, I'll stop playing with it. But, Motorstorm was cool because it's like fight racing, which was pretty cool. Crew 2 was cool because you had motorcycles and planes and boats. And it's kind of cool that they had like a shortened, condensed version of the United States. You can literally drive across the country. And they had like most of the big cities represented, some of the small towns represented, you can see. And it's pretty fun. But like I said, those are really the only two I got in. But this one I'm actually really looking forward to. Looks like fun. Looks like they're going to do a good job on it. Mattel is behind it and fully supporting this. And they released some of the cars that they're going to have that you can race on. And so far, what they've released is you can have the Audi R8 Spider, the Audi Sport Quattro, you have the 55 Chevy, the Capo Camaro, 71 El Camino, 69 Dodge Charger Daytona, Ram 1500 Rebel, that's kind of cool.
Ram Rebels are pretty sick.
Yeah, Fiat 500, a 32 Ford, so that's pretty cool. A 56 Ford truck, 2018 Ford Mustang GT, a Humvee, a Honda S2000, 2020 I don't know what that Koenigsegg Disco. Is that what's how you pronounce it? The Disco, and a Mini Cooper S Challenge. So those are pretty cool, like realistic cars that you can have on there. That's good, and I'm guessing you can customize them. You can make them how you want to. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do. But on top of that, Mattel is also going to have some iconic pop culture cars. They're going to have Kit from Knight Rider, which is cool.
Of course.
They're going to have the DeLorean, Back to the Future. They're going to have the Doghouse with Snoopy, Peanuts, which is pretty cool. They are going to have the Batmobile.
If you exclude Batmobile, okay.
Yeah, which I think they're going to use the animated series Batmobile, which is cool. It's badass. My favorite one is the Michael Keaton Batmobile, but the animated one is awesome too, so I'll take that. And probably the coolest one of them, they're going to have the Party Wagon from the Ninja Turtles series, so that's badass. That's going to be a lot of fun. The gameplay looks fun. Like I said, it looks like they're going to do it right. Looks like they're going to make it a lot of fun. They're going to have the actual Hot Wheels tracks that you can set up, that you can create your own tracks. You're going to be able to race in like garages and stuff and living rooms and stuff. It's going to be pretty neat. They'll set to release September 30th. And like I said, I can't wait. I think so far that's really all that's released about it. So if anything else gets released, we'll cover it. Find anything. And that's pretty much all about that. Just some cars. They released a list of cars, and it looks like it's gonna be fun. That's it.
I saw something on mine earlier on Facebook, and I can't find it now.
I can throw the thing that I found in just a minute ago.
Go ahead.
So everybody knows about the old Dead Space remake.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked. There have been a few interviews with the creative producer of the Dead Space remake. People asking about, are there going to be microtransactions like Dead Space 3? And they're like, no. They basically used the story and the first game as a base, and they built off of that.
Nice.
So it's a remake of the first game, and it's also got extra stuff in it. Obviously, they're like, this is what it was meant to be the first time, with all the more integrated features and stuff. They said one of the most favorite things that they can say without saying anything was advanced dismemberment.
Oh.
Nice.
And they're like, we can't really say much more than that right now. It's like, oh, dude.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
It's going terrible. I don't know why you'd even ask about that. It's terrible. Physical therapy is the worst thing in the world.
It's not.
But thank you for asking.
It makes you better. But yeah, so
It's not that bad.
I'm pretty stoked. Can't wait to play it.
I'm going to make Shannon play it. She made me play it all those years ago. Now it's her turn.
Drew has to play it.
If we hit $250.
No, it's 120.
and you're gonna play
You
it.
hit $300.
I think you have to play it anyway.
You hit
no matter if we-
$1,000.
I think you'd have to play it anyway, whether we hit it or not.
Especially just because that's. But we obviously we all have to be in here while he plays it.
I say we set up something in the living room so we can all
Yeah.
enjoy
Even
ourselves.
Nan, throw Nan out there too.
Yeah.
I'll bring Prego. I'll bring Prego and
That's what I'm saying.
scare the baby out of her.
We'll put the VR mask on him. Make him play it in VR.
Oh shit!
Touch him while he's doing it.
Like,
How mad would you be if we touched you with a VR headset on while you're doing a scare stream with headphones? That will fuck you up. Yeah, no, I got you. All right, so I found mine.
Okay.
It's not the same thing, but it's the same topic, but it's not what I was looking for. All right, so I know y'all have heard about the Activision Blizzard thing.
Yeah,
isn't that kind of political?
Yes and no.
Can we stay away from that on the plugin?
This is a little different though.
Okay.
So this is why it is and why it's not. So Activision's entire workspace has been like a frat boy kind of thing, like guys drinking constantly at work, doing what they call cube crawls, where like literally crawl underneath the cubicles, like from cubicle to cubicle. And while doing so, they are drunk and they are sexually harassing women.
I would be safe for that because
And-
I can't crawl. Knees won't do that.
It wasn't Drew.
But no, like,
I can't.
if I get on the floor, I ain't getting up.
Right?
so apparently, like this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, we didn't know about it. We didn't know about it. Like higher ups, people that have left the company are like, no, I didn't know. That wasn't like that when I was there. People are coming out and being like, we brought this to your attention when it first started.
Yeah.
And since then, it's just snowballed into
Pure chaos.
pure, like damn near destruction. Pretty sure the mic picked that up.
Good.
So Wednesday morning, hundreds of Blizzard employees rallied outside. And this is mainly for women that work there,
Yeah.
because they shouldn't have to work at a place like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we don't have to deal with it. Why would they?
Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's citizens. I mean,
from
you do that.
both sides.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is like.
Yeah.
Sorry, I farted.
I know
Exactly.
it caught that one. I know it caught
Exactly.
that one.
Just like
They got
that.
the
I watched
yellow
it.
bars.
I got yellow on that one. That was a 6 out of 10. I think I pooped myself.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks having to go to work every day knowing you're gonna get harassed.
Dude,
and
that's
stuff.
I told one of my coworkers the other day. I said, I don't know how y'all do that, like as a female,
Yeah.
because
Oh, no,
like,
dude.
like that's terrible.
Yeah.
But like
Like I don't know how.
Yeah.
one of the employees at a BlizzCon in 2013 actually nicknamed his suite the Cosby Suite.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Like that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I stand with them.
I mean, my thing is
Yeah.
like they shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm all for like, okay, so I have been a mechanic for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
I've worked around
That's where I'm at.
almost nothing but dudes where we talk about all kinds of random bullshit. But here's the thing. Saying something to you guys about something and me actively going up and saying something to a female is completely different.
Yeah.
And I know people will disagree with that, but it's no. Me saying, hey, you know, that's a good looking gal, or, you know,
Yeah.
shit her on that critter. As opposed to like, hey, girl, you got a nice ass. Why don't you let me eat it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's two
that's
totally
completely different. Like, no, like,
Two totally different things.
no. I lack all the confidence to ever even say anything that like,
fair enough.
to a woman. Like, I'd be like, hey, lady.
Hi.
Right.
You poop out of that ass? What?
Do you
Hey,
like sandwiches?
hey, little
I
mama,
love
you
sandwiches.
farted out of
You want to make you a sandwich? Yeah. So on Wednesday when they had their walkout, they said they're not going back to work until all of their demands are met, and we won't stop fighting.
I mean,
There's also a lawsuit from the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing that started on the 20th and alleged the company had a pervasive frat boy culture where female employees were constantly harassed, discriminated against, and underpaid. Now, not only are they being sexually harassed, they have been passed up for promotions when they clearly deserve it. Some of them are even ostracized because they're pregnant and they have to either go pick up their children after at a certain time because daycare's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Some places I know here it's $1 a minute you're late. I can only imagine what it's like in California, especially like Los Angeles and that kind of dude. I can only imagine. But yeah, the lawsuit said that one of the employees nicknamed his suite the Cosby Suite, and found out that several people knew of the name. So we're really glad to see these stories being told and appreciate the journalists who are telling these stories. A walkout representative of tells The Verge. Excuse me. A little bit of alcohol coming back. So we stand by these victims and are appalled by what we read. This only makes us more committed to our task. At the protest, employees stood shoulder to shoulder across 2 city blocks. That's a big protest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that work at those. That's like as big as the town that I grew up in, almost. How many people work at these 2 companies? I mean, it's one big conglomerate, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Holding signs that read, "Send the frat boys back to school. Women in the video game industry deserve a safe place to work."
True.
And they were
honestly here's the thing. I'm not against people having a good time at work.
no
Being
like
lighthearted,
if you don't have a good place, like a fun place to work, it gets mundane.
Yeah.
But there's a line.
Yeah.
And
there's a company called Red something. I think they're out of Maryland. I don't know if they're still only in Maryland. But I don't know if y'all remember several years ago we hit a pretty big recession.
It was like 08 or?
Yeah. And their company is the only one that during the recession was doubling their production. And people were trying to figure out why. And when people went and interviewed, they up in the office, there's 2 people that went and interviewed for them. One was like, "Hey, follow me." The other was like, "Hey, follow me up to the office." So they go to one office and they literally have a basketball court down there and they play basketball. And they will go up to the office and they're like, "All right, it's about 2 o'clock.
Let's take a nap.
No, they're like, "All right," and they hand them a Nerf gun and they have a big Nerf war in the middle of
Oh, no shit.
their
Because it's
office
a fun
every
place to
hour.
work.
Yeah, and people love working there. They're like, "We don't pressure you into your deadlines. We trust you that you're going to get them done.
Gotcha.
But if you don't, we don't force you to just work until your break and then work until you go home. We give you the opportunity to do it, and then you do it." And it's like people work harder because they're not just. After a while, your brain just starts to melt if you don't have take it off of the subject
Essentially,
for a while.
turns to mush.
Yeah.
To be honest,
And they don't do a lot of multitasking, but because they say that when you're even people who are good at multitasking, you lose 7 points off your IQ. Even people who are good at it, because our brains are not meant to do that. And so it's a fun environment. It's crazy, it's silly, and it's fun, and that's cool. But this is completely
backwards
on the wrong side of that.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't. Obviously, we can't put ourselves in their shoes because we don't experience things like that. But I can't imagine on top of obviously a stressful. Because that's got to be a stressful work environment to begin with.
Yeah.
You have a lot of social pressure, including the work pressure, and then all the stuff being treated a certain way, being piled on top of that. How are you expected to work?
That's one
thing. If all that shit on top of you.
Right. The only thing is looking for a job, like when you do an interview, they're like, what's important? And like work environment is really important.
The way you're
there is
treated.
nothing more soul crushing
Yeah.
than going to a job that you hate.
Yeah, or a job that
And-
where you don't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. Evidently, they've been investigating them for 2 years,
Oh, really?
and they're just now coming out with
See,
this.
like
Well, that makes sense because they're trying to. I mean, if they're doing that, they're trying to rack up enough
yeah.
to really kind
Yeah.
of be able to
Well,
deal
see,
with it.
like, so
Put 'em away.
for instance, like talking about, going to a job you don't like. So my last job, like, I think I was really told I was appreciated once or twice.
Yeah.
And once was when I was leaving. Like, they were like, "Why are you leaving?" I'm like, "Oh, because, this and that." And they're like, "Oh, well, we really appreciate your work and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, you tell me that now."
Yeah.
I got a Subway gift card the other day from my boss, like my
Yeah.
head boss, telling me how much he appreciated my hard work.
That's more than
Like,
I've ever seen.
literally, yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
I've never even gotten anything like
I've
that.
been at this job for 2 months, and they're already telling me about how much they appreciate me, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, it goes a long way. I mean, it goes a long way just to treat your employees with respect.
Yeah.
And they'll work hard for you. That's the thing.
yeah,
I was like, you don't have to be soul crushing for your employees to produce. As a matter of fact, that works the opposite way. If your employees like the job,
Hey,
if they like the company,
Yeah,
they're
they're
going to
gonna work hard.
automatically
Yeah.
work hard for the company.
who's the boss?
And if you have ones that take advantage
Who's
of
the
it and
boss
don't,
here?
they get
Who's the employee and who's the employees between us? Like, if this was a job, Jake, are
Oh,
you
I'm
the
definitely
boss?
not the boss.
Drew, are you the boss?
I've been the boss. I don't want to be the
I don't know.
boss. I just do what I'm told.
This job sucks. It tells me how appreciated I am for not doing anything.
Bullshit I've told you guys,
Showing
both
up.
of you.
Showing up and not doing a fucking thing. Social media manager, my asshole.
Yeah, no shit. Pull your head
Shut up. Or 12-hour shifts, you dick.
over. I'll let you have it.
And I get
But
yelled at.
that's the thing. That's just having a job that you hate. That's just a bad job that you hate. Imagine going in knowing that you're going to have to deal
I couldn't
with,
imagine. Like, I used to hate my job. Don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine dreading going to
and
work.
then having to
Like, actually dreading, hating
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah.
Like, why do I work here? I could go somewhere else. But
And
thinking you
technically,
can't
it's
go
a
nowhere
dream
else.
job. Like you're working
Yeah.
for a
Mhm.
video game company making video games. It's
Yeah.
awesome, but all the shit that you have to deal with that's piled on.
Right.
Like if I quit this job, I'm never going to get another job like this.
I don't know how much facts
Or
behind this.
you
and
don't know if you were-
I can't find it again, but I'd also heard there was one female employee who went with a higher up to an event, and she ended up killing herself at the event
Jesus Christ.
because of all the
There's a
stuff that
couple
were
of
going
them,
on.
but-
I can't.
Didn't you go with a group of like 2 or 3 guys?
I don't remember.
I think that's what it was. It was like 2 or 3 guys. And
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so the suit. This is the lawsuit. Also points to a female Activision employee who took her own life while on a company trip with her male supervisor.
Oh,
The employee had been excuse me. The employee had been subjected to intense sexual harassment prior to her death, including having nude photos passed around at
Jesus
a company party. Like,
I'll tell you right now, if I go to a company party and someone gives me a nude picture of a coworker, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of
Yeah.
them.
it's straight
I'm
up.
gonna go tell.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no,
go
that's
act like,
cool.
hey,
It's
I'm gonna be like, hey, someone just.
and I'm gonna say, hey, I'm just letting you know, they're passing this around. Is this consensual? And if they're like, no, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna take this dude. I'll be
Let's
Let's
Yeah.
hold on to this.
Still get arrested. Hold this.
Yeah.
Keep that. Don't give that out anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You hand me a non-consensual nude picture of
Yeah.
a coworker, I will fuck you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, no, don't want none of that.
Like,
But yeah, so it also says female employees make up around 20% of the Activision workforce, and that they're subjected to the frat boy workplace culture, including cube crawls. Like, the idea of a cube crawl sounds fun.
Like, dude,
an obstacle course.
drinking at your job and doing fun shit is,
Yeah.
is
It's
different.
badass.
Like,
Yeah.
a frat.
But going
thing, like,
over the
okay,
line,
yeah, hanging out with your buddies and
Yeah.
your friends, and everybody's included. You're not doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, doing stupid shit, but fun stupid shit
Yeah.
that's not oppressive or
Yeah.
offensive to anybody.
Yeah, or-
like, cool, fun.
Like, drink-
shit we used to do.
Or abusing somebody. Yeah.
You know, when we used to fuck around all the time.
At work.
Shop.
Yeah,
All the
exactly.
stupid crap we used to do.
Yeah.
So-
Stuff like that, we'd include everybody.
Yeah.
So the cube crawl is where you drink copious amounts of alcohol, and they crawl their way through various cubicles in the office, and often engage in inappropriate behavior towards female employees.
See that part?
So you leave the last part off.
Yeah, don't
It's-
inappropriately act towards anyone.
It sounds like getting drunk at work is always fun.
Yeah. Doing dumb crap like
As long as you don't,
harassment and abuse is leave that part out.
Yeah.
You're not a what the fuck's it called?
Yeah.
You're not a heavy machinery. You're not going to endanger anybody's life.
Yeah.
If you work in a fucking cubicle environment, you drink at work, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, just don't drive home.
Yeah.
Like,
Uber.
Yeah, Uber, or if you live down the street, like, because most of that shit,
Well,
they live in big cities.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, no, like, that's fun. Like, that's cool. But once you start involving the harassment and oppression of other people, then male or female,
Yeah.
like, no. No.
That's the thing. Like,
so-
some males have to do. I guarantee you.
I will tell you something that I probably, I won't say I get in trouble for it, but one of our guests is gay.
Yeah.
And some of the other guests started like
Messing with them.
harassing him because of it. And we offered to move him to a different room because we're like, okay, well, we're not gonna put up with that.
Yeah.
And when we had moved him, I went in there and I told him, I was like, that's no.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no like, no. You are adult humans and you need to act like it. You're acting like a bunch of children right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Like, no, that's not acceptable at any point.
So,
like, I guarantee you, this might have been like harassment towards women, but I guarantee you, there's probably some guys here that had to deal with that stuff too.
Yeah.
nice segue. Nice segue. So, the devs used to play gay chicken and sexual harass men too.
Wow.
So, I don't know how to say this without having a smile on my face. Like, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Gay chicken is funny to me. I like.
That
Is it like two cars? Or who's going to turn first? The term's funny. I don't mean any disrespect.
I'm thinking of like in the fights with somebody, we get on somebody's shoulder.
Chicken.
And then,
who's going to fall?
Yeah, who's going to fall?
But it's like
I don't know
chicken in your cars.
Hey,
Like,
just
we
get
how you
really
turn that
close
into
to
gay
each other's
chicken,
face
though?
and see who turns away first.
Yeah.
Is that gay chicken?
Gay chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
See, I was
What is
thinking
it,
like
It's like if I walked up and got really close to your face and kept getting close, like I was going to kiss you. See who turns away first.
Is this too close?
I was about to say, I used to do this is too close game.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't
Yeah.
like gay chicken, but
No,
I was just standing real close until somebody noticed, and then
Yeah.
I was like, "Is this
Back
too
when
close?"
I used to do the
It
old
used to be fun.
the face stroke.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm trying to find out where it
but my
says
thing was
this.
like if somebody legitimately told like, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
yeah, it's a good one.
Like y'all, you're like, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
But if it was like, oh, hey, I really
So
don't.
look, I'm really
I
uncomfortable
don't
with
like
you
that. It
doing
makes me
this.
really uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, not cool.
fair. Then
Not
I would do
cool,
it one
dude.
last time. and
Where's-
then I
Where does it say what it is? Like what? Like to their extent.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bend over.
Yeah,
Oh, here it is. Okay. Shockingly, this frat boy culture also included senior managers, a former engineer for Blizzard, confirmed via Twitter that she witnessed firsthand sexual harassment and groping of her male colleagues. This includes Activision Blizzard devs performing games of gay chicken where, as they told Kotaku, men were encouraged to grab their male colleagues' genitals, and the first person to do so would win.
Not gay chicken.
that's
just-
an ass whipping.
That's straight ass whipping right here.
You say that we did, like me and Jake constantly flick each other in the penis all the time,
Yeah.
or try to.
But you can grab.
Yeah,
each
but
other, like,
I don't actually try to hit you.
I-
Like sometimes it happens. Okay. And I get really close. But I'm not gonna like
You flicked me in the penis.
No,
a few
palm
times.
it happens.
I mean, a lot of people do. There's a lot of places that do like, the little dick tap, and just tap.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that called?
A tap.
The sack tap?
Yeah.
Yeah, sack tap.
Sack tap?
But
Me and Jeff used to play balls and wieners with the tennis ball.
to peg each
You
other.
try to hit
in
each
the
other in
junk.
the junk with the tennis ball. But
I guess
once
that's
that ball
consensual.
Can't move.
Yeah, that would be consensual, I guess.
Either way, like
But I'm not gonna palm you in the
I'm not
balls
gonna try and
until you
Chicken.
yeah, I ain't trying to
yeah, that's I'm gonna say it's like the environment like that is not. I mean, I'm sure the women were the majority by a long shot, but
don't get me
I
wrong.
guarantee you some dudes had to deal with that crap.
But that's another thing too. No,
Especially,
I see a coworker like act like they're gonna grope somebody.
Yeah.
It's on like
They're
Donkey
gonna
Kong, bro.
tabletop your ass.
Yeah, I'm like, no, hey, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why don't you mind your business? I'm about to mind your business
Yeah.
here in a minute. I'm about to mind your shit all over this room, bro.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Like even like when we were like
Oh,
even when we worked in the shop and people that we hated in the shop, when somebody would mess with them,
Yeah.
like,
We still stood up for them.
We still stood up for them because like we mess with them. You don't mess with them.
It's like I don't know. We're like a
It's your
weird family.
sibling. Yeah. It's
Like,
I'll pick on
motherfucker, that's my brother.
but
I'm
you're
gonna
not
fucking pick
mess with
on
my
him. You can't do
sibling.
that. But yeah, so I'm with everybody that walked out.
Oh yeah, I'm with the protest.
And
It's gonna get suck too for people who like didn't participate in that. Because I mean, this is another thing. Like, but that type of mentality, it's a gang mentality. Like even like I don't blame a lot of people that were there and didn't say something because you know who you gonna go to if it's the senior ones doing.
well, they
it.
went. There's one dude that left. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. That he even came out and was like, "When I was there, that didn't happen." You got people, actual
Yeah.
employees, calling him out on Twitter, like, "We came to you when you were still here
Yeah.
about this, and you did nothing."
And yeah, and so if you was to talk about it, you get no backup whatsoever. It's just you, and you're probably going to get fired. And if you don't get fired, you're definitely going to be subject to abuse because they're going to target you now.
Mhm.
You have a big old red target on your back.
That's when you just
And like I said, it's
go
another
to
thing,
the
like,
the police.
like you don't want to quit. You can't really even
You can
go
be
to the
anonymous.
police because. Yeah, but I mean, you go to the police and they investigate it, and you have 15 people like, no, they're just upset because they got yelled at, or they're not
True.
doing a good job. I mean, I'm glad it finally came out. I'm glad it did.
For sure.
And I'm glad people are finally starting to listen. But I can see I'm not gonna get mad at everybody because they didn't. And people because they didn't rat them out, because like I said, you're gonna be. It was a gang mentality there. Like you get no backup, and then now you have a target on your back,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna start being abused, and so it's I don't know. It's a tough situation to have to be in, even as just a witness.
yeah. Bad situation.
It's just like I said, I'm really glad that it actually finally is out in the open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For
People
sure.
know
People-
about it. So
people-
who've
they
been
have to address it
suffering
now.
through that shit for
Yeah.
years.
And that sucks too, because like I said, you eat your dream job.
Yeah.
You think I'm never going to get another job like this.
Yeah.
And if you do stand up and you do get fired,
It's like the whole.
now your reputation is
this.
messed
Yeah.
up because they're
Yeah.
going to call, oh, this person's terrible. They're
'Cause
late.
it's-
They're not here. They're
it's like
cooperative. and
Everybody
you're never gonna
knows
work with
everybody
them. Yeah.
in that that situation. Like when I worked in with the oil field,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew everything. Like
Yeah.
when I got laid off out there, everybody up there knew everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And they call like, hey, what's the deal with this person?
uh-huh.
So yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. You definitely feel trapped.
So for sure.
Yeah, hopefully some heads will roll on this, and they'll get that shit cleaned up.
Yeah.
I like how this is what they're like. Now you know why it takes forever for games to come out and why they suck.
Yeah, 'cause they're
dealing with this
fucking-
crap.
Touch each other's dicks.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you're into that,
Yeah.
go for it.
but consensual.
Unconsensually.
Not unconsensually.
No, non-consensual.
Non-consensual? Whatever.
One thing I got, I was like, so unless you're living under a rock, you know that the Olympics are going on right now.
The Olympics
this
are going
weekend,
on?
next week,
Who cares?
and I
No one
freaking
cares.
love
Fuck
it.
the Olympics.
I've been watching the living crap out of the Olympics since day one.
No one cares.
The opening ceremony was pretty cool.
Was it? I usually
was
like
legit.
watching the opening ceremonies.
Yeah. But I've watched
I watch a little bit.
that's what I love about the Olympics. One, like on a philosophical level. Like, I love it because it's the closest, like, we come to where we want to be as humans. Like, people coming together, you know, competing. And for the most part, I know there's some major dicks in the Olympics. There's some major douchebags, but you see that there's a lot of camaraderie too. Yeah. Especially people in events. Like when I was watching the Winter Olympics last time and the USA won the gold medal for the first time ever, like the other team was celebratory with them. And they're like, this guy from the American team was the best man at this other dude's wedding.
No shit? That's cool.
They're close together. And so,
you gotta think though, some of those people come here and train together.
Yeah.
Like they've all been friends for a long time.
Like the basketball teams, like the people in a lot of these other countries, like play for the NBA.
There's a guy, so BMX has events, they have the racing, but now they have the new event, the BMX freestyle. And one of the guys, he's like been in the BMX forever. And I can't remember what country he's skating for. He's riding for. But he lives in South Carolina. And he has this huge warehouse in South Carolina. That's got all this stuff. And so people from all over the country, most of the people that are in the Olympics came to his place to work out and to train. And this guy teaches. Like, he's like, when he talks, people listen to him. And so even skateboarders can come and mess around at his place. Like, he doesn't charge anything.
Who is it?
You just come. I can't remember his name. I'll know him if I see him. But so, like, for me, the philosophical, one of the reasons that I love it so much was, like I said, despite some of the cheating that happens, despite some of the and the douchebags that are there. To me, that's the closest. Yeah, there's always some kind of cheating somewhere.
How do you cheat?
And there's always some kind of, but there's always, like, for the most part, it seems like that it's the closest as humans that we want to be. The entire world coming together to compete and enjoy. Like Russia's still banned from the Olympics. They've been banned for the past 4 or 5 years because they got caught cheating. They were doping. They were doping their team, their athletes. I think it was for the Russian Olympics, and it was in.
I
Sochi.
vaguely remember that.
And here's the thing: like, it wasn't just a couple of athletes; it was like statewide program that was giving it to them and helping them cheat, helping them get past the drug test. And they just happened to get caught. And then when they started, this guy caught. They started unraveling this gigantic web. Holy crap! It's all the way up into like the big. So Russia still competes, but you can't compete under Russia. You can't fly the Russian flag, and if you win, you don't hear the Russian anthem.
Yeah.
Is it still that way?
Yeah.
How much longer?
It's supposed to be for 4 years, but this year the Russians were able to compete. You just can't. They compete under the Russian Olympic Committee. So it's ROC, and then if they win on the podium, it's the Olympic anthem that plays, not your team. So technically, they're not representing Russia; they're just there from Russia because they're like, hey, some of us didn't do that, and we don't want to be punished for the ones who did.
Makes sense.
So they're like, all right, well, y'all can compete. You just can't compete under the Russian flag, under their country stuff. And the other thing that I love about the Olympics, because I get to see all these cool sports that I never really watch on a regular basis. Like, I used to love baseball. I still love baseball. It still has a special place in my heart. But I don't watch it anymore. I don't watch football anymore. I never really watched basketball. I don't watch tennis.
I don't watch any sports anymore either.
Yeah, I just lost interest in it. Occasionally, I'll pick up a game or two. You know, I was like, okay, I'll watch this. I'll watch the Rangers, every once in a while. But I was a huge baseball, like a huge Rangers. Like, I knew everybody that played for the Rangers. I knew the umpires that umpired for the Rangers. I knew the second and third string. I knew some of the guys in the farm league that were coming up,
What is that?
The big teams that played, I knew their entire roster, But I just don't care. But it's cool about the Olympics because, I've watched badminton. I've watched table tennis, which was awesome. I've been watching fencing, which was awesome. I've been watching BMX, which is cool. been watching swimming. I watched judo. I watched some taekwondo. I've watched shooting. The Americans have been kicking ass in the shooting sports,
of course
man.
They are.
I've been watching I've been watching cycling, which is badass, and it's cool. And I'm having a blast watching them. Fencing is so much fun. Except it is kind of, I will say, fencing is a bit annoying because, like, let's say Sid, me and you are fencing.
Yeah.
And we're competing against each other, and it's early on in the match, and there's no real distinct winner, and we're going at it, and you score a point on me. How do you react to that?
1 point.
Yeah,
Just like start of the match.
Point. Yeah. How do you react to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these people, they score points like, like there's visceral screams every single point that they make.
That is obnoxious.
Like, there's one dude, South Korea, every point. There's one point where he even on the ground, and while he was on the ground, he was like, while he was on the ground, I was like, dude,
Bro, I gotta see this.
I was like, you scored a point. I was like, you're 4 points down, and you scored a point, and you're still celebrating like that. I was like, that's one thing if you're like way behind, and you score like the tying point, or maybe get ahead, maybe. But every single time they score, they have these visceral scream and yell. They all do it, and it does. It's like, dude, act like you scored a point before. You know, that's basically what our coach used to say. Like, celebrate, sure, but keep it reasonable. But yeah, like and ping pong is kind of bad too. They kind of do that a little bit, but not nearly as much as they do in fencing. Is the worst when it comes to that. Other than that, it's a lot of fun to watch. But I'm like, do like a yeah, or maybe like a woo, yeah. I'm having a good time watching it. It's cool too. There's a lot of firsts in this one. Like, there's a lot of people that are winning that had never won before. Like the women's road course, first, second, and third place. Third place was silver, bronze medal was American, but first, second, third never won a medal before, and they placed first, second, third. A lot of streaks have been ended. Like the women's soccer, USA got beat for the first time in years in an Olympic event. And I think even the world women, so they got beat. A men's basketball team for the first time since '62, I think, got beat. The U.S. men's basketball team.
You watch any of that?
I didn't watch the basketball. I didn't watch the soccer.
It was
I'm just not. Like, well, one thing I can watch basketball.
I watched
anytime,
like
so I don't
5
care about
minutes of
watching
one
it.
of those games.
Yeah, and I don't really. I'm honestly
Not
interested.
enjoyable whatsoever.
Not interested in watching women's soccer. Even not because they're women, but because the U.S. team. I don't really care. They put too much politics in it. I just want to watch the Olympics and have a good time. But yeah, their verse is cool because there's a girl that is a powerlifter from the Philippines, won their very first ever gold medal. The Philippines has never
Good for
won a
them.
gold medal. I don't know if they've ever even medaled anything, and she won a gold medal. And it's cool because I think in London she didn't even qualify.
Really?
She made it to the Olympics but never even qualified with the finals. I think in Sochi, not Sochi, in Rio she did. She got like 16th or something like that, and this one she got gold. And so the Philippines like gave her I think 2 houses. They gave her $660,000, in their money. So
Speaking of money,
she's becoming a celebrity.
have you seen how much money these gold medals they're winning? They're getting in these other countries.
Yeah.
Then you compare it to what they're getting in the States.
Right.
It's like the highest paid in the States was like something like $37,000.
Mm-hmm.
You got people in other countries, smaller countries, even in the USA, getting millions.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Some of these, especially some of these smaller countries, they're pretty serious about it. There's a girl cyclist in the time trial.
Well, I mean, other countries, that's all they have.
Yeah, yeah.
Which sucks. But
she got gold in this one, but it says before this that she hasn't done real well, and like the Denmark press was like ridiculing her like hardcore.
good for her. Show them fuckers up.
Yeah, they were on her ass like this whole time. Basically, not maybe not coming out and saying that she sucks, but very much hinting at it. Like, why aren't you doing better? Why aren't you doing
I don't see you idiots doing this.
Yeah. And then she won gold here, so that was cool watching that. And she blew them away, man. She was
I would want to be
doing
like
amazing.
I would want to go on their like whether it be like radio show, television show, or something,
Yeah.
and like dog them
Yeah.
completely,
Yeah.
just to show up and be like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
and then walk
Yeah.
out,
Y'all keep your mouth shut now.
and then sue them for slander because evidently
Yeah.
she don't suck.
And I've been watching rowing, which is pretty cool.
I can't get into rowing.
The single sculls, Greece won their first gold medal. Double sculls, Ireland.
I have
They've
no idea
only
what you're
won
even
10
saying.
gold medals.
Skulls.
Yeah, it's one person in the boat. Double sculls is 2 people in the boat.
Okay.
Ireland won their first gold medal in sculls ever, and their 10th gold medal. And it's pretty cool because when they were going back to their hotels, like the entire Irish
What is
like
this shit keep
Olympic
popping up?
nation,
Yeah.
like was lined up congratulating them. It was cool watching them when they were returning. It was so cool.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, a lot of new sports coming in. They had new women's they had new swimming, the 800 meter, which is freaking nuts. It's like 12 laps, something like that. And USA won gold and silver. Men's won gold, and I think just gold. But he came from behind and won gold, which is badass. BMX freestyle is new. Mixed triathlon, which is pretty cool, is new. Skeet shooting is new, and we won bronze in that. What else is new?
The amount of shine coming off my head is fairly new.
Anyways, there's a bunch of really cool new sports that's on.
So currently,
Olympic standings?
Yeah, the medal count. USA is ahead of China, 52 to 47.
Oh dang! Last time I watched, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, there were about 4 gold medals behind.
Yeah,
What are we now?
52-47.
Overall, there's that medal's
overall,
completely
overall.
up overall.
Yeah,
So we're winning.
We have 52. They have 47. The next best is Japan and Australia with 30. No, I'm sorry. Why? I guess they're going gold, but 38 would be ROC.
Yeah, that's
Russia.
the
Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
Basically, and then Australia, or sorry, then Great Britain, and then Russia. Or I'm sorry, Australia. They don't have it total. They have it gold.
Yeah.
ROCKUSA.
Yeah.
With 22, and we have 19.
Okay.
With 22.
They're
We're winning overall.
Overall,
Yeah. We have more medals. They have more golds.
Their Olympic team, their gymnastic team is badass. China.
Yeah.
Didn't
that's the thing, our
Simone Biles
gymnastic
pull
team-
out?
Yeah, our gymnastics team didn't do so. They got silver, and Simone. That's another big news thing. Simone Biles pulled out, which
Yeah, break.
honestly,
Is that what it was?
Yeah, she was having it. Well, and also they nuked her.
Well, yeah, they're
They
like,
nerfed her.
we're not gonna.
They're like, we can't give her the score she deserves because it wouldn't be fair for other people.
Yeah, because nobody else can do what she can do.
Yeah.
There's literally moves that are named after Simone
Yeah.
Biles because she's the only one who can do them. And they're like, we're not giving you extra points for
Yeah, they're
those.
like, we can't,
Yeah.
because it's not fair.
But there's
No,
another
that's
thing.
exactly not fair that you're not giving me the points I
Yeah.
deserve. That's like giving, fucking Michael Jordan 2 points instead of 3 because.
Yeah. And another thing is like this whole like Simone Biles is one of maybe even the greatest
Gymnast.
gymnast of all time.
Of all time.
I'll give her
Of all
that.
time.
American, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, people will just.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's.
And I think it's also kind of
I
getting
would
to her.
even say arguably.
Like she was going into this, everybody expecting her to be perfect, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
Like she messed up a lot, like really big. Like I was watching her tumbling,
Yeah.
and one of them, she completely bounced completely off the mat.
Yeah.
Imagine
And
That
one of them, she
may
did a
have played a
vault,
role.
and she almost didn't even land on the mat.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I don't trust myself. I'm done.
Yeah.
Another thing that I heard too today that might have contributed to this is that apparently she's been taking anxiety medicine for a long time since she was a kid, and it's like I don't know if it's Ritalin or something like that, but in Japan it's illegal,
Oh.
and so
should take her off.
yeah, she wasn't able to use it. They have they have something there, but I don't think it's nearly as good. But she hasn't been able to take it, so that might have also contributed to her being over anxious and not be able to focus.
If you go like gold to the rest ratio,
Yeah.
fucking Japan and Australia, man.
Oh yeah, Japan's doing good this year.
Well, Japan has 17 gold, 5 silver, and 8 bronze.
Really?
Australia has 13 gold, 3 silver, and
Damn.
14 bronze. Jesus.
So yeah, there's the thing I don't really blame her for. She has what's called the twisties,
yeah.
which is when like you get up in the air and you don't know where you're at,
Yeah.
which can be very dangerous,
That's
especially
scary.
given the high quality, the high difficulty moves that she does. And there's a picture. There's a thing in baseball called the Yikes. I think it's called the Yikes, and where like one pitcher lost his career because of it. Like he's a really good pitcher, but for some one reason in the playoffs, like he threw a wild pitch, and then he threw another one, and then he just couldn't. He's like, you start getting in to your head. You're like, I know what I gotta do. You start overcorrecting. He threw another one. Then he threw another one. Then he threw another one. Then he threw another one. And then he came back the next time, and then he started right back. I mean, it almost first, but threw another one. And then next game, throwing another one. He's like, I couldn't get out of it, and he got let go. He's like, so it's the same thing, but in gymnastics, you just can't get out of your head. So a lot of people are giving her a hard time about it, and I don't know, man, she's amazing. I've watched her since London.
I love some.
She's and Childs
insane.
Is awesome. Suni Lee, she got a gold medal in individuals.
She's basically she's the Michael Phelps of gymnastics.
Yeah.
Like to the point where like they stopped and they're like, all right, we can't put Michael Phelps in the races anymore. Like,
Yeah.
why? It's like because he's fucking killing him.
Yeah, he can't.
What was it that what?
There was only one guy that even got close to catching it, wasn't it?
Well,
There's
nothing American.
well, yeah, there's a guy. So
Kemper?
in Rio, this is a pretty cool thing. In Rio, there's a guy named Chad Leclos. He's from South Africa, and before the Rio Olympics, they have the world championships, and he in the London Olympics, he beat Michael Phelps in the butterfly. He got gold. Michael Phelps got silver. And the World Cup and the World Championships, he beat Michael Phelps again. I think he even broke his record. And so he's like, and then Michael Phelps is like, you know what? I'm done. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do Rio.
Yeah.
And this dude was trash talking Phelps the entire time. Like, dude, you're old. It's time for you to hang it up. You're not gonna win. I've got you beat. Nothing you can do about it.
Come back and
there's even
stomped him.
There's like you can see there's one point where Michael Phelps is in like the training room, the dressing room, and he's just sitting there with the hood over his head with some headphones in, and Chad comes in and starts flexing in front of him and staring him down, starts posing in front of him, and then so they go to do the matches. Michael Phelps fucking gold across the board, and there's one where they're
Don't fuck with Michael Phelps.
It's a cool picture of like they're kind of even, and then Phelps does his thing and starts pulling away, and somebody snapped a picture of Chad looking at Phelps.
Yeah.
As Phelps is going, there's like winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners, and I was like, dude. So he's like, oh, and then he's like, I'm done. But Chad Duclos was he's still.
But then again, though, Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian of all time.
Yeah.
Like literally, he has the most medals of any Olympian ever. Like he's got what 30?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And fucking 26 of them are fucking gold.
Yeah.
And what he got 8 in that
in one Olympics.
He got 8 gold medals,
which was badass too. Because I watched that one, and then the relay, they were actually behind.
Yeah, and then he got, and he's just like, whoa,
here it is.
Yeah. Winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners.
Fucking.
Yeah, that dude is a
I remember
beast,
watching those
dude.
Olympics, and I was just like,
"Oh, dude, I was out of my sense."
like when you
so
like dominant Olympians. You got like Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, Katie Ledecky.
Yeah.
Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky is
She's still winning gold. She won
like
gold.
every world record
Yeah.
for the relay and stuff.
She's the
like
one who won gold on the
freestyle.
800 meter on
Yeah.
the new one. She got gold and the other girl won
Christ.
silver.
She's
She's still doing
female
it.
Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
She's unfucking stoppable.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that in a misogynistic way. Like because when you think I just said that he's the most decorated Olympian of all time, he's up there with him.
Yeah.
You know that's insane because they were showing like the records. He holds 1 through 10,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
No shit.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, in her specific category, she holds 1 through 10 in all the records because she
Dude,
beat
and that-
her own record that many times.
That 800 meter race, dude, she was 2 bodies in front of everybody else. She
She's like a
blew
fucking
them
otter.
out of the
And
freaking.
what was it a couple of years ago where she was almost an entire fucking lap ahead of him?
Yeah.
Where she was like, she touched wall and they were just touching that wall. And I was like,
yeah.
how the fuck?
Yeah.
I think I
she's a
remember that.
beast,
Isn't
man.
she from like Vermont or
Yeah.
something? She's like out of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
like was that a little tiny chick from fucking Vermont swims like
Right.
an otter? Like, because I remember seeing that and they're like, yeah, Katie Ledecky's an entire lap in front of everyone else. Like, they touched the wall and then she touched her wall and she just fucking paced it the way back. She's like,
yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's awesome when you get those people like that. They just see them just dominate, man.
I was like,
It's even better when they're from our country, from
yeah.
USA. But at the same time, dude, I was all over Usain Bolt, man. That dude was a beast.
he's the one
he was
be,
cool as
he'd
hell,
be
too.
running and he would just look back and be
Yeah, just
running,
laughing.
I'm like, Jesus.
And then he like, before he even crossed the finish line, he'd be
I
like,
was like, like
Yeah, he was a
cross the
monster.
finish line.
it
Like,
was ridiculous
it's
how
easy.
fast he was. Like they said that he went and ran a 40-yard dash
uh-huh.
in pants, sneakers, and a jacket, and ran a 40-yard dash in 4.2 seconds, which is the faster than
That's
anyone
crazy.
ever in the NFL has ever
Yeah.
run it. And now there's a wide receiver for the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, who's probably the fastest wide receiver in the league.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I could beat Usain Bolt in a race. Everyone's like,
Mm-mm.
no, like here's the thing.
Even
they,
now.
they call Tyreek Hill. They call him Cheetah.
Oh, really?
He's dude. I don't know how up you are with football. Like most of his touchdowns, like there's no one fucking close to him.
Oh, really?
Like he'll sit there and he'll go and then just go. And Patrick Mahomes has got a booming arm, so he's just like.
yeah.
And you'll look, and Tyreek Hill's just like 15 yards wide open. Like nobody can keep up with him. He's easily the fastest player in the NFL.
Really?
And yeah, it's just ridiculous. But he's like, Usain Bolt's old, and that's why he's not in the Olympics anymore. He's like, he couldn't even hold a candle to me. And I'm like,
I don't know. Even being old,
He's not old. He's just Olympic old. There's
yeah.
a difference.
Oh yeah, he's what
30,
30.
35, 40.
And I bet if he was in the Olympics, he'd still be blowing
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah.
He's just like he's like I've done it. I've done it for. He's like a super cool dude.
Bro, he's our age.
Yeah.
There's one where he knocked over a camera guy and helped
He's
him
35, 34.
And there's one that's cool that,
Damn.
of course, you've probably seen, like, where he was giving an interview and they did the national anthem and he, like, turned around and held a hand over his heart. Like, dude, this guy's just super cool,
Yeah.
super nice guy.
Yeah. Like
super stand-up.
crazy.
Dude.
Oh, here it is. Usain
So
Bolt is
fun.
old. He's washed up. And he can't see me in 40 yards.
Yeah. Oh, he can't see you because you'll be behind him.
Yeah.
I think he could still take him.
I guarantee you could.
Oh,
He is-
Literally the fastest man on the planet.
right.
yeah.
Because
Yeah, dude, I'm
Tyreek
having...
Hill ran like he's one of the fastest 40-yard dash holders right now. He ran
Yeah.
like a 4.28.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, absurd. But still,
Yeah.
that was in football like workout gear, not jeans, t-shirt,
Yeah.
jacket, and
Not just sitting on the couch, but like, I'm going to go run a 4 and 40 yard. Stand up and go do it. Yeah, dude, I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time watching them. Dude, the rugby, dude, the match. It's crazy because I love watching women's rugby more than I like watching men's because I think the men's like gold medal match, it was Fiji and New Zealand.
yeah.
And it started off being pretty good, but by the second half, like Fiji was pulling away. But dude, I was watching last night. I was watching the women's silver medal, or I mean the bronze medal match, and it was Australia and I don't remember. I can't think of it. But it was neck and neck. They went into overtime, still tied. and the New Zealand finally pulled it off.
I love rugby.
I mean, also,
You can't fuck with me.
yeah, that was Australia. I mean, for the girls, it was Australia. But dude, it was so much fun, man. Those girls are monsters, man. It was so much fun watching them. Yeah, what else? Like watching archery. Archery's cool. Yeah, I've been watching it all. Like, I haven't even hardly played games or anything. I'll play when I finally catch up. Because tonight is the women's gold medal match, rugby. Tonight is the BMX freestyle finals. They're just getting into track and field, so the quarter qualifying. They did a steeplechase, which I love the steeplechase. Then they run like, I think it's like 2,000 meters, but they have like a hurdle, like big gate hurdles, and one of them has like a water trap in it. They have to run through the water, like run over the hurdle into the water. It's fun to watch. But yeah, man, I'm having it's a lot of fun.
The Olympics.
And people
Fuck the
like,
Olympics.
and people like, you know, it's like
That's a dude.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Chad Nicole. Yeah, that's him.
Michaela Maroney.
She didn't in it this year. Dude, I love watching beach volleyball. That's one thing. The women's beach volleyball, the United States women's beach volleyball team are freaking beasts, man. I've been watching them for about 8 years now, since Athens, actually.
This is probably my favorite one.
It's watching, yeah. Ross and
They probably have guns. Just saying.
If you ever feel
Ross and
useless at
Kleinman.
work,
Yeah.
just remember
it's
the
a
live
live
dog.
The
But like Ross and Kleinman are like
nothing.
badass beach volleyball. I think they've already been on, but they'll show.
Well, tonight is basketball, tennis gold medal. Oh no, tennis gold medal.
Yeah, I haven't watched that much tennis either. That's one you can watch a lot.
That's not tennis at all, fuckhead. That's
This one says making my way down.
Sometimes they do that
walking
because I was.
fast,
400
faces
meter
passing,
female.
homebound.
Oh yeah,
those aren't females.
yeah,
either.
dude.
Look at that smile.
The women's skateboarding. There's a 13-year-old
Yeah.
from Brazil that
Yeah.
competed. And she medaled.
Did you see the picture where she took a picture of Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
And she's like, I took a picture of this guy because he looked like Tony Hawk.
And she's awesome.
Did you
There's,
know
like, another girl there that's like
that Tony
38?
Hawk
That's
was the one that found her in Brazil?
yeah. We're in a fairy
Yeah.
dress,
Poland won the mix.
killing the freaking.
400 meter relay.
Did you see that video
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
That was badass.
That chick's gonna be when she gets older.
She's gonna
and
be
gets more
huge.
mature. She's gonna be a beast.
see the water polo match between Japan and the United States?
Yes,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm watching that in handball. It's
Oh, I heard we destroyed them.
Like
23 to 6,
Yeah.
I think, something like that. And there's another. I think it was.
America.
Poland.
That's
won-
another streak that ended.
Poland won a 400 meter relay mixed.
Really,
Poland.
Poland.
A bunch of white people.
That's another one. The women's
Not good at
U.S. Water polo team.
Yeah.
They were undefeated and they got beat by Hungary the other day. They're still in the gold medal contention, but they got beat by Hungary.
Blind and shit. I mean, too. I'm tired of it.
So yeah, it's been pretty fun. I know they say that overall that the
They're
yeah,
the
they
only
do.
ones. They were the only ones that all the groups they've interviewed that
Really?
wear masks.
Really?
They give them. You see them. They'll pass them out as they go up in the stands. They go to the stands here and take a
Men's
mask.
discus throw.
Yeah,
I think it's just a recap.
it probably is.
66 meters.
I recorded the rugby match and the BMX. I want to watch those. Sure, I get to that, especially the rugby match, man. That's the best. So much fun watching 7-man rugby.
Watch it tomorrow, so I don't have to. Well, no, watch it Monday, so I don't have to deal with it. The Olympics are over this weekend, aren't they?
Mm-mm.
And
We go
last-
for another whole week.
Yeah.
Is it another week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks
Fuck.
long.
Good lord.
Launching those
68
freaking.
meters. Well, 70 meters on a discus throw.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Dude, they're launching those shot puts too. I was watching that, dude. They're freaking.
I want to. What's
Did that
the
American lady? Did she set a world record?
I didn't see her go.
how much does an Olympic shot put weigh? Is it 26
You know
pounds?
that the women though, those
Maybe.
two women, I think they went gold, silver. I didn't
really?
watch it, but I think I saw it on the recap.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The kind of
The big
black lady?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is this is fucking beast shot put thrower, dude.
I can't remember it. I saw it and they said world record.
Oh,
So it's her-
she may have. I think she got her
her
in there.
reaction. It looked like she probably set a record.
Yeah.
6.5 hours later.
Yeah, the smallest dude on gold. 70.
Watching trampoline gymnastics yesterday. And dude, some of those guys like you gotta qualify, right?
Yeah.
You do 2 routines of 10 moves per routine. But if any of your routines, if you touch one of the sides, you're done.
Yeah.
And one of the guys went up there and freaking just right over the top.
Immediately.
The American went up there, and I felt so sorry. He was doing really good, and then he springed it, where his leg went through the spring on the side, and his legs were caught underneath, like you do
Yeah.
when you hit the springs accidentally. And he got up, and his face was just like, I was like, dude, I feel so bad for you. And the dude before him was the first one that fell. That dude was in tears, man. He had his hand in his hand.
Sweden won gold
And
and
his hands.
silver in the distance.
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that first dude, he had his head in his hands. He was balling, dude. And then the
Oh, you
American,
think about
he
it, like-
wasn't, but he just like so disappointed.
Can
He
you
just
imagine getting to the biggest stage in Olympic event
blowing
and then
it.
just fucking it up
Yeah.
like that bad? Like, I know.
Yeah, I felt real bad. Like the first guy, he just kind of hit a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
And flipped, but he still landed on his feet on the pad. The American, his leg went right through the freaking spring. I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. That's
I'm
terrible.
changing
I
the
feel
channel.
bad for you. Yeah. Those dudes go high too. I mean, those guys are like the match here. These guys are like, they go freaking. You guys go
That's
so
only like 6
much.
inches,
Yeah,
dude.
Drew, that was like 6 to 8 inches, brother.
Yeah, you gotta size that.
You gotta scale it.
Yeah.
Yeah, gold medal match. Oh no, this is
Are we still doing
Badminton fun.
we still doing
Oh,
Olympics?
the badminton too. That American girl.
That's weird.
She was doing really good too. And then like in the middle of a match, she was going up against China, I think, and she pulled her ankle. Man, just stepped. And like, oh. And what sucks about badminton too is like they'll come to you, the medical to you, but it's really up to you. Like if you can continue, you have to call it on yourself. And she's like, I can't. And so they had to bring her wheelchair out to take her, and she started crying and bawling. I was like, "Oh, dude, I feel so
Embarrassing.
bad." Like she was winning too,
That would be so embarrassing.
and that's like
Not-
a sport
not
that
the
we've
fact that
never
she got
even
hurt,
medaled in.
but that they make you decide on your
Yeah.
own,
Yeah, a doctor
whether you
don't
can
come
or
out and
can't.
tell you that you can't. It's your decision. If you
and then they like embarrassingly bring you this wheelchair. Like
yeah, dude, I felt so bad for her.
this is what's
yeah.
yeah.
here's your wheelchair.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's cool, yeah. Gymnastics is cool. It's cool because I've always like, and even though like the Biles and Tiles are like the best right now, they're like the top two. But to me, like the best team ever was Sean Johnson and Nastia Lukin, because like Biles and Tiles are both like super powerful. Like they'll like they're like beast. But with I think all around.
Oh, unsafe.
Yeah, all around, like with Johnson and Lukin, like Johnson was the powerful one, but Lukin, like she looked like her body was made out of rubber. She was like so graceful, like she would like do the balance beam, which to me is the craziest one. I don't
All these are 2020.
because they were
Because
supposed to take place last year.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
So now we have 3 years until we have Olympics.
Oh.
Oh, no, next year is the Winter Olympics, and then 2 years after that it'll be summer. So no, we're gonna have another Olympics next year.
I mean, but we're supposed to have 3 years from this one to the next summer.
2. Actually, it's 4. Yeah, this time it's going to be 3.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
still going to take place in 2024.
Yeah. But yeah. Technically, I can't wait. I love the Winter Olympics more than like Summer
it sucks
Olympics.
It sucks that they had to wait a whole year. COVID.
Yeah, some of these people, like, it was like a blessing. Because, like, if this happened last year, I was injured and I wouldn't have made it. Because the extra year was the only reason that I'm here. That was, some of them, it's kind of cool. And some of them are like, some of them I'm sure didn't make it because it was put off for a year. But yeah, it's
affected by.
I don't know.
I mean, I would hope not, but
yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I'm having a blast watching the Olympics. I love it. I'm all over it. I'm gonna watch it all this week too, and I'm happy that next year I get to watch the Winter Olympics. Those are my favorites. I like how I saw a meme the other day that explained it. Like Summer Olympics, run this pass and try not to pass out. Like Winter Olympics, put these blades at the bottom of your feet and go as fast as you can around the frozen pond and try not to slice yourself open.
I love the Winter Olympics.
Like, hurl yourself off of a mountain, do as many flips as you can in the air, and try not to break your neck when you land.
Now they're adding a bunch of X Games stuff to
Yeah.
the Olympics, so I'm like, Olympics now.
Yeah.
I don't care about
the thing is, like,
anymore or skateboarding. What I want to see is snowboarding.
Skateboarding's really good too. It's the BMX, dude. I don't know what else. I
think you should have went last. Let's have another story.
Oh, okay.
You keep going.
I'm just rambling on about it.
Speaking of Wakanda, that's a good little segue there. That was a long time ago. So Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over Black Widow streaming release. So it turns out, and this is per the suit,
Yeah.
she attempted to renegotiate her contract before the release. But Disney and Marvel made no response. However, in a copy of the lawsuit obtained by Deadline, Marvel's chief counsel is quoted saying, "We totally understand that Scarlett's willingness to do the film and her whole deal is based on the premise that the film would be widely theatrical released like our other pictures. We understand that should the plan change, we would need to discuss this with you and come to an understanding that the deal based on a series of very large box office bonuses." So, according to the Wall Street Journal, she lost $50 million over this.
Actually, she got paid $20 million.
Yeah, but she was
supposed to make $50 million
with bonuses. No. With bonuses and everything, she was supposed to get paid almost double that.
Oh, really?
Or you said they gave her $20 million, so almost triple that. So she actually lost $50 million on this deal because they released it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. And they give her another part.
Disney's response. Yeah, well, we just watched that.
Now.
Oh.
In the U.S.
So Disney's response was, Disney has released a statement. There is no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Furthermore, the statement says the company has upheld its end of the contract while noting the actress has already received $20 million for her role, adding that the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she was already received. But here's the kicker. There's other actresses that are doing it too.
Yeah.
Emma Stone for Cruella.
Mm-hmm.
Even I hadn't heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that one. I don't think anyone else heard you say it either. Gerard Butler evidently is doing it too.
Gerard Butler for Olympics of Fallen. Sorry, I'm watching the Olympics.
Get off the Olympics.
No, I'm watching him.
No one cares.
I'm pulling Drew.
What else? Mulan. What's her name?
I don't know. Mulan.
Oh, I can't remember that girl's name. And then, what is her damn name? The Jungle Cruise. Why am I drawing a blank?
See, I'm on their side because Disney sucks. I know Disney is a corrupt, awful company.
God dang it! Why am I
But
going
at the
for-
same time, like Emma Stone, that movie bombed big time. And I don't think it would have made a lot of money in the theaters.
Emily Blunt. Golly,
Emily Blunt.
why couldn't I
Yeah,
think of her
Emily
name?
Blunt.
Yeah, Emily Blunt's thinking about it. You got to believe that Doctor Strange, what's his name?
See, I don't know, though.
Cumberbatch?
And Spider-Man Kid.
Yeah,
Cover-
see, here's the thing, though.
No, the other one.
Andrew Garfield?
No, the other one.
Can't remember. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Holland.
You gotta think that they're in work, like in process of being like, oh yeah, this is probably a good thing. We need to talk about this.
But the thing is, like, Scarlett Johansson will never work for Disney again. This is the end of her career. And
You think?
Disney owns
You think it's
too
done?
much for her to be able to go somewhere else to
She
work.
can come work.
The same thing with now Emma Stone. The thing is, Emma Stone's a lot younger than Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson, even though she's still gorgeous, even though she's still is kind of on the back end of her career. Her career is more in the middle and maybe even a little behind her. Emma Stone is still kind of in front of her, and if she goes through this, she's probably not going to work for Disney ever again. So I can't
I
imagine.
mean, what is she gonna do though?
I don't know, that's the thing, like,
Disney,
just-
it's Star Wars.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't.
Was it
they
Warner?
own too much.
Yeah.
They
Like,
own Warner?
you can sue them for all this money, which is great. I'm all for it because screw their corporate
Yeah.
greed bullshit.
Like I'm all for. Oh, now I can't think of the word.
But
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Capitalism.
yeah,
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But there's a line to be drawn
Oh shit! Cool.
where she's under contract.
yeah,
And if her contract says that, then they should have done that.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or at least try to renegotiate and not just, oh, it's releasing. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, so I'm definitely on their side, but at the same time, they're not going to work. So I can't imagine Tom Holland doing it.
You got to know they're trying to
Because-
renegotiate their contracts
Negotiate.
before any of this happens
Yeah,
to
'cause
them.
the last thing that Disney wants to do is take this to court.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
that means that their practices, their contract practices, are going to be open for business.
Yep.
All their shady dealings that they do is going to now be public knowledge. And they definitely do not want that. So all
Bro,
of
if
these
they
are going
do
to be
that-
settled out of court, I guarantee you.
Why can't I just find a list of everything they own? That's better.
ABC, ESPN, Touchstone.
They only have an
Marvel,
80.
Lucas,
I say only. They own the majority of ESPN.
A&E, the History Channel,
Touchstone, Marvel,
Pixar.
Lucas, A&E, the History
And then
Channel,
Fox.
Lifetime. I think they're full owners of Fox, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are now.
Why aren't they listed?
So yeah,
How old is this? Doesn't say. Way to go! I film things, you terrible.
yeah. See, I'm definitely on their side. Yeah, screw Disney and these big corporate studios. I hate them too.
Jesus.
Bro.
Yeah, look
Bro.
at everything. They own every.
Marvel Studios. There it is. 20th Century Fox.
It's see Batista's response to it. So
Oh,
I
dude,
should
it's
have made a
pretty
Drax
savage.
movie.
Sometimes I dislike him.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just
he came funny.
he's a good idiot.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely
Still my favorite entrance though.
Do if you're kind of done
Yeah.
with the whole thing.
You think she's at that point where like
Unless-
I'm not worried about it. Like
Yeah, I think she is too.
I mean, think about it though. She's done all of these movies, made all of
Yeah.
this money. Like, what has she got to lose?
Yeah.
Really? Pale
It's-
hair a little bit.
I'm not saying that she doesn't have a career and won't have a career if she didn't do this, on a normal status.
Jeez.
But
Bro,
like,
look at this
she's-
shit.
they whipping some ass. The USA,
Right, yeah, it's right now
When
it's
they ask
7-2.
USA,
Yeah.
nice. I thought they were all out of the medal contention, but I guess
They
still got
own
a little bit.
GoPro.
I would really love for them to go to court and have to bust open their books.
Yeah.
And show their contract.
Dude,
show
could
how
you
they had to pay for
imagine?
this stuff. That's going to open up a whole lot more lawsuits.
That's gonna be a can of
That happened.
worms.
And maybe it'll get to the point where Disney has to sell all these studios back. And that'd be badass. So we can start getting some damn good movies. Ultimately, that's what I'm hoping.
That's endgame.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
13.
Damn. And technically, USA's got a really damn good fencing team. This year, they have not produced like they usually do.
Bro, this is insane.
Yeah.
They own everything. They own the entire world.
When it comes to film and what is
It
it?
comes to entertain everything.
Film and
that
television, music, gaming.
everything that gets pumped into our heads,
Wait. Gaming?
they own.
I want to see if they're controlled by, or if they're in cahoots with EA, because that would make sense to me.
Yeah, they do.
I don't see it.
Well, they do through Disney. I mean, they do through Lucas.
No. I meant like, well, there's that, obviously, but I meant like, are they like partial owners of EA?
Oh no.
Not yet.
I mean, obviously they have the LucasArts.
That's why. That's one of the reasons why EA folded so much on the Battlefront 2 thing.
That was bullshit
Is
anyway.
because Disney was like, "All right, look, we're putting these movies out, and you're making us look bad. And you need to straighten your
they
shit
made
up."
themselves look bad with their shitty.
Yeah, but this is before that though. This is before the whole.
Uh-oh. Women's rugby.
Oh,
Gold and bronze medal games.
Ron?
Yeah. Guess I already know who won silver.
No,
Or it'll just be
no,
who's down to.
bronze.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
It
the
was
gold
bronze.
and bronze and the losers and yeah.
silver and
Yeah.
gold. Yeah. I want to watch that. Be a
I'm
good
watching
match.
a commercial right now.
But yeah, so definitely going to open up a can of worms, see where
Yeah.
this goes.
Doom.
I don't know. The studios are clever. They know how to screw people over big time. I know screenwriters get screwed over all the time because you make a contract with them saying, "Hey, I want this much of the profit," and they're like, "Okay, yeah, cool. We'll give you 25-30% of the profit." But then they do clever accounting to where it shows where they actually don't make profit.
Or they'll be like,
Isn't that
just
illegal?
Off the main
No.
profit. They'll be like, just off the main profit,
Yeah.
not the other profit.
Yeah,
Isn't that illegal?
they can do it. They sign the contract.
Pumpkin panic.
Great Britain.
That happens a
Fiji.
lot to writers. Soccer.
No, it's rugby.
Oh,
Fiji and Great Britain.
that women's.
14-5.
You are too
Fiji
invested right now.
That's
You
one I
have
watched. That's a good one. I think. That's awesome.
you have it recorded.
Yeah.
You can wait.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
I think that's the one I watched.
Flamer. Oh, God, damn, I got her by the face.
Dude,
Play
I
rugby? Rugby
No.
fucking sucks. People are rude. We had a rugby team in high school,
Oh, really?
but it did never win. It was just practiced
Oh, really?
because the closest team at the point was like fucking Brownwood, and they're like, we'll meet you halfway and we'll play a match. And Brownwood was like, no, you'll have to come down here. And we're like, we're not driving across the state of Texas.
It's like-
to be a rugby team.
It's like an 8-hour, 9-hour drive.
Yeah, and then we were like, no. So
Yeah.
they just said we'll just practice. So we had enough people to practice,
That is cool.
but it was fun. It was
I
fun.
think it'd be fun to play
You
like
gotta
if I was
run
playing football. I
all
would
the
like.
fucking
Yeah.
time.
That's the thing. I definitely when I was
What's
in school, I definitely had the power.
Yeah.
I definitely had the strength to play it. I did not have the energy to play it.
what's the is it polo, the one with the stick?
Yeah,
Little net on the stick?
that's not an Olympic game, which I'm surprised. Equestrian is. Scrum is cool.
I know jack all about rugby.
I most of what I know is
You
from
can only
watching
throw
them.
it backwards. So you have
Or,
to kick it forward.
lateral or backwards.
Yeah.
You can't throw it forward.
Yeah.
You have to keep momentum.
Yeah.
And
can't
if
stop.
you get tackled, you have to let go of the ball. And most people do it behind them,
Yeah.
and then your teammate grabs it.
Yeah, and that if I'm pretty sure if it's your knees touch the ground,
Yeah.
you have to push it. You can't. If
Yeah.
you're going down, you can throw it, but backwards.
Yeah.
But if your knees are on the ground or a knee is on the ground, you have to put it on the ground and push it.
Yeah.
I don't quote me on that because I don't fucking remember. I was in high school like 13 years ago,
We old.
14, 15 years ago.
But yeah,
Oh, you were so far ahead. Why did you stop?
I mean, I'm always kind of happy when these big places get sued like that. They deserve it. They've been gone unchecked
Checked.
There you
for
go.
way
Go,
too
go,
long.
Go. Why do you run so slow?
Dude, some of those girls are like, what? Like, all they got to do is keep running.
Yeah.
But they cut in. They'll cut in like, why'd you do that?
He literally yelled at yesterday
Yeah.
while I was talking to him.
Fumble.
Or they'll be running and then they'll stop so they can stiff arm somebody. It's like, dude, you had it. Just keep
I
running.
want to see Derrick Henry play rugby.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He's
I
a
don't know who that
football
is.
player. He's one of the first running backs to run for over 2,000 yards in but he's about 6'4" and 260 pounds.
Damn.
His biggest thing is just stiff arming the shit out of people.
It's doing
I mean,
the
if you're strong
American
enough.
team.
Oh. He's about to score.
It's doing the American team that's got a big old mullet. Oh. Yeah, dude. This is the one I watched yesterday.
Is it?
It's a really good match. Dude, the whole thing is amazing. Now, I also learned that I like watching 7-man rugby more than I like watching full team rugby. The same reason I like watching beach volleyball better than I like watching indoor volleyball because there's less of them. It's more intense.
Tiny.
That works too.
I know.
It doesn't help that the women's team are freaking monsters too. Those are your roles about Ross and Kleinman are so badass, man. They were going against, I think they were going against France the other day, and they were like at a 4-point
She hit her face on the
disadvantage.
skin.
Oh yeah,
When she got tackled, she like right on the corner, like right in her cheek.
What, skin?
yeah.
The ball?
I watched I was watching fencing yesterday, and one of them
It's
accidentally
not a ball?
got punched in the face. She went to lunge
What do
forward.
you call it? It's just like a football.
No, it's
Like
more
a
round.
chubby football.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
doesn't have the pointy ends; it has more round ends.
It's still oval-ish. I know.
I don't know what this is.
Your mom doesn't mind it though.
Here's the shape.
Ooh. I'm watching Pumpkin
Yeah.
Play.
Anyways,
Hey, Pumpkin's playing some Doom.
Doom.
that's about
A raid Pumpkin.
all we
Might
got
as well.
today.
Is that about it?
That's
That's about it, guys.
the big things. Oh, we
And hopefully some Dead Space, some advanced dismemberment.
One word? It is one word.
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check the Discord. We've been trying to stay pretty active in there,
Yeah,
and
we're working on it.
Yeah.
He's terrible at it
We're
because
getting
he
there.
doesn't know how to use it. Evidently, he's lying. He's lying. He knows how to use it. He's
We're getting there.
just an asshat. Anyway, check the YouTube every day, daily uploads, and then the Discord is right there. Actually, neither one of those work because I'm on the wrong one. YouTube, Discord. Anyway,
I'm Cinemadrue.
I'm Jellyhewby,
That's how I say it.
We're FN Gaming.
and you should be too.